It was good just watching them compete. We mixed up the team, so guys were playing with guys they hadn't necessarily all throughout spring ball, so we mixed it up a little bit that way and just get used to playing with different guys next to you. But good competition, healthy. Can't ask for much more than that.
You did hold a lot of guys out, just safety reasons, pretty much.
Yeah, there's some guys that we don't need to see a ton of. Today's more about young guys and guys getting an opportunity to put more on film to see what they can do and how they can help us.
What did you see from the quarterback position? What did you like? What did you dislike?
What I liked was it looked like we were pretty good as far as going with the ball where it needed to go based on the coverage. We missed some shots down the field that I thought we could have got. So that's probably kind of how I'd sum it down.
Thinking back to that first practice this spring, where do you think that this defense and offense has grown the most on both sides of the ball?
The understanding of the scheme. I think we're way ahead of where we're at now than where we were this time last year. So very happy with how they've learned the system, bought into what we're trying to do, and executing at a high level.
How impressed were you with the pressure the defensive line was able to get through?
Yeah, I think the edge play has been much improved from a year ago. So I'm very happy with where we're at. Continue to get better, but happy with where we're at right now.
Not just the D-line, but it felt like the linebackers were getting a ton of pressure as well. How much confidence does it give you to see that it's not just the D-line, but a little bit in the back end of the defense as well as able to get some sacks?
Yeah, we got some natural guys that can rush the passer at inside linebacker. With Dexter, Rajon, Aiden, Jairus, Micaiah. So we got some athletes that can apply some pressure, which is a good thing.
Trent, edge play being much improved. Who have you been particularly happy with this spring?
I mean, Kai, for a new guy, he's come in, he's played really well. Nico's taken that next step that we needed him to take. And then, Shamar's shown up a lot, a young guy that, still his first year on campus, but he's grown a lot.
How much difference is this game compared to the one last year when you were the new kid on the block?
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out what I was doing. So it's much more comfortable in my role, for sure.
Trent, talk a little bit about the offensive line. Obviously, you're playing with a bit of a limited deck, but what have you seen from that group? Playing more bigger roles in spring, and how much better will you guys be come August?
Yeah, so obviously dinged up with a lot of guys that'll play for us. That will be back in fall, which is good. But those guys got an opportunity to get a ton of reps in spring. So when you talk about finding out that who can play, more guys that can play winning football, the better we're going to be. I thought this spring was really good for that group.
You saw Montreal had to take a lot of reps with the running backs. Is that a full-time positional change, you think, by now, or is that just a depth thing?
It was to get us through spring depth-wise, and then we'll take a look at it and see what's best for him and us moving forward.
What do you like about him? Kind of playing that role, but it's, how does his skill set fit?
He's a good athlete. He's a bigger body. So moving him to that position, it kind of looked natural for him. So we'll definitely evaluate and see if he's keeping.
A lot of new coaches on staff. How has that all assimilated?
It's been great. The help they're giving me, the help they're able to give the players. We were able to add 3 coaches in Langsdorf, Akey, and Freiner that have a ton of experience at high levels. So it's been just great for our players, and it's a big part of our improvement.
Some Blue Dantzler get a lot of run, make some plays there too. What do you like about him in that edge group?
Yeah, he's a young guy, athletic, and can rush the passer. He's got to do some stuff in the weight room to get to where we need him to be in the run game particularly, but he can rush the passer. I like that.
You also got several months now before fall ball begins. What's the biggest improvement? What's the biggest thing that you want to make sure you address in the next several months while you guys get ready, obviously, for the season?
Yeah, it's the work in the weight room and in the off season, getting bigger, stronger, faster. Buying in, focus there. Obviously, school, spring terms, the eligibility term, as we call it. So making sure they take care of the classroom and the weight room, and then we'll get back into the football stuff later in June, and then get them ramped back up.
Some of your colleagues are choosing not to do an event like this today for various reasons. You chose to. What do you think it means for the program to have a crowd like this on spring day out there?
No, it's great. I think fan support's always been great here at Oregon State, and love it. Come out, nice day, play football, and our players appreciate it. And so it was just a great day. Yeah.
Like you only had 8 offensive linemen in uniform for this one. What's kind of the status of that group, and why it's such a limited number right now?
Yeah, it's all dinged up, but short term, which is good. So we'll get all those guys back in the fall. So like I said earlier, it was just good for those 8. Got a ton of reps in the last couple of weeks of spring, and it'll only help us moving forward.
Obviously you've been taking care of the play quality was back again this season. How much of that, I guess, were you doing on the field? Did it feel normal? I mean, what was kind of the situation with it?
No, it was great. It felt good. It felt good to be back coaching and involved and hands in it. And then, like I said, with the addition of Akey and Kreiner on defense has helped me a ton, both in coordinating head coach and inside linebackers. So it's been great.
Are there one or two positions that you'll be looking to add some depth from the portal?
We'll look at that. We got a couple guys on campus right now. I can't talk about them, but yeah, there's a couple positions.
Realistically, how important is player retention in this offseason?
Yeah, to me, that was the goal number one after the season, was retain the players we have, because we're a program about development. We don't want to flip our roster every year in the portal. So we did a good job in retention, and then we added some good players from the portal, and retention is always our number one goal.
Just wondering, do we see any separation in your eyes in the quarterback battle at all, or is still when we go into the fall, is it open ball game?
Well, what I like what's going on is there's competition, right? So that's good. Jabari's had a heck of a spring. He continues to grow and be better and better. And Jabari's going to play. Like, whether he's quarterback one or not, Malik's going to play. Like, we got two really good quarterbacks that can both be in the game at the same time. We can do a bunch of different things with those two, which is exciting, how our playbook can grow with those guys.
In particular, the league's on too. How much of a difference maker can you already see?
Oh yeah, he's got big time talent, and he's growing in the scheme, right? It's like any quarterback, you got to learn the scheme, feel comfortable with it. What's my read? Where does the ball go? And I thought as spring went along, he got a lot better because the arm talent is unquestionable.